Welcome back to my channel. It's Becky. Here I'm showing you my sourdough bagel recipe. You can use sourdough starter or discard. So first I just put 3 cups of organic all-purpose flour, and then I use pink Himalayan salt. I put 1 teaspoon of that into the flour. I give it a quick mix in my bowl, and then I place 1 tablespoon of sugar. Then I place 1 cup of water, warm water, into the flour. Then I add 1 cup of sourdough discard. If you have sourdough discard, you can use that. If you have active sourdough starter, you can also use that. But in this recipe, I'm just using my sourdough discard. And make sure it is at least 1 cup of it, and then pour that in the water and flour mixture. After this, I added 2 more cups of flour to make 3 cups. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you that you don't have to really put all the ingredients in order. You can just put everything all at once and make sure you incorporate it all. Then you give that a good mix. It's going to be a very shaggy dough, so I use my Danish whisk to mix anything sourdough. I'll link all of my supplies down below, and also I will link the recipe down below in the description box. So after I at least incorporate, I just go ahead and use my hands to do the rest. Also, I feel like it's therapeutic for me when I mix dough with my hands. I like it. As you see, I'm just incorporating all the flour. Making a little ball of dough. Looks good. Now you can put 1 cup of active sourdough starter like I did, or discard. Either or will work. You will get more of a rise with obviously the active sourdough starter, but they both create yummy bagels. All right, so we let that rest. Like to put some oil around so it won't stick. Just kind of dazzle a little bit, not too much. So yeah, that's that. All right, and let that rest with a tea towel until it doubles in size. Gotten bigger from the last time we covered it. Go ahead and shape the bagels. Put this on here. Let's get you to see a little bit this way. There we go. Kind of stretch out the dough here. So that's. Get into a nice ball. I love the stainless steel scraper. You can cut and move the dough easy. So we're just gonna do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do one more. I can do like cut some of these. It's okay if you just pick apart some. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you can do 6 or 8, just depending. I'm just gonna do 6, and then shape it where I have the dough like this, and just bring it in each other. Just do like this motion here. Then poke a hole with my thumb. Just move it around. Kind of make it even. It's okay if the hole's big because it's gonna be smaller after. Same thing like this. Go to the wall. Poke the middle. That. Same with this. I think you could make 8 if you made them a little smaller. So I think you can get about 6 to 8 bagels with this dough. Okay. After I placed all my bagels on my sheet pan on my silicone baking mat, I do a quick shaping in the middle to make sure that the hole is nice and round, and I go and place my tea towel, and I usually leave it between an hour or 2 or just until they double in size. I preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and fill a medium to large pot halfway with water and put it on your stovetop on medium high, and then place some baking powder. I don't really measure this part, maybe it's about a tablespoon of baking powder into the boiling water, and then I also add some local honey. I eyeball this as well, maybe about a teaspoon to tablespoon. It's just enough to give the bagel some color and some chewiness. Now when the water is boiling, you go ahead and place each bagel into the water. Make sure that you have some utensil like mine to help move the bagel around in the water. It gets really hot, so be careful. I like to leave each bagel in for about a minute each, and this will just make the dough very chewy when it bakes. So the longer you leave it, you can leave a couple seconds, but a full minute is the best to get your bagels nice and chewy. So I just do that for each and every bagel dough. after each of your bagels have had time in the boiling water, I like to crack one egg and put some water in it, maybe a tablespoon, and brush each bagel with a nice egg wash, and this will help it give a nice color to it. After your egg wash, you can sprinkle whatever you want on your bagels. I'm sprinkling some sesame seeds around some of them. I like plain bagels, so I left some plain, and then this is every bagel seasoning. And so you can do whatever you want. You can put jalapenos on top, you can put some cheese on top, you can put whatever you want in your bagels, but this is a chance to get creative and put whatever toppings you want on all your bagels. After you're done placing all your toppings, you go ahead and you place all your bagels in the oven that's preheated already at 425, and you bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes, just depending how strong your oven is. And that's how they turned out. They're so chewy, so delicious. My little one loves my bagels. Even if I buy bagels at the grocery store, she won't eat them because they're not the same as homemade sourdough discard or sourdough active starter bagels. So definitely this is a recipe you have to try. They are amazing, and I feel like they're pretty easy to make too. So it didn't take much time to make these bagels. You can definitely prep for the week and have a bagel in the morning. So delicious. So I hope you try this. Let me know if you do in the comments below. You can go ahead and tag me, also the Homestead Nurse, on Instagram. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay well, friends.
How come the stars come to